Good morning, fish keepers. Cam here from the fishroom.co.nz. We've done it again. We've knocked another week off. Congratulations, team. We're getting a little bit closer to Christmas. Happy days. Celebrate with coffee. Not bad considering I was in a rush to make it. Right, what do we got today? Not heaps, but enough. I know every time I show the book, nobody can see it anyway. Anyway, as per always, if anyone's got any questions, comments, please bang them in, and I will endeavour to answer them as best as I can. So first and foremost, again, we'll just make sure everyone's clear with our operating hours. The Monday to Friday, 11 till 4:30, and we're closed in the weekend. Good morning, Gary. How you doing, buddy? And we're closed on public holidays as well. So that's the hours that we have scheduled for this year. So far, so good. So yeah, 11 till 4:30, and obviously our website is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is thefishroom.co.nz. Good morning, Paul. How are you doing, buddy? So we've had a lot of new fish that are become available this week. We got an order in a couple of weeks ago, and they've gone through the holding period, gone through the managed isolation. They're all feeding well. They're all looking pretty healthy. So there are some very nice fish coming through. Of note is the absolutely stunning guppies, and I've posted a couple of videos on them on Facebook in the last few days, but they seriously are phenomenal. Easily the best guppies that I have seen imported in a very, very long time. They're mind-blowingly nice, and the videos that I've been putting up just aren't even getting close to resembling how nice they are. They are some seriously nice looking fish. I've also had a nice lot of ember tetras come in. They're a really good size. They've got some really nice colours on them. Definitely a good buy, the ember tetras. Good little community group, as long as you have them good numbers. Otherwise, they do get a little bit nippy. Because they stay nice and small, they're good for smaller nano tanks and stuff like that. But they're very nice, and they've come in looking really, really good. So if you're interested in the ember tetras, they're definitely ones for you to look into. Really, really nice colour. I'm really happy with how they're looking. And I'm just going to look this way for a second, because there was another fish that I can't remember quite what it was. The pencil fish, the big 4-day pencil fish. They've come in a really good size as well, definitely pretty close to mature. Often they come in quite small, but these guys have come in quite a nice size. They're a really cool fish. It's what I've got in the Croker's Paradise up there, and I've got a few at home, and I can definitely say that they're a nice fish. A nice bit of red through them, nice little streak on them, lots of personality, lots of activity, and I'm a fan of the pencil fish. So if you haven't had them, maybe have a wee look up, have a quick Google. They're a very cool fish. So you may have noticed that earlier this morning, told everybody that we were able to get some Pavifolus echinodoris. Very cool plant, relatively rare here in New Zealand. Well and truly worth having a go if you like salt plants. The good thing about them is, like, a lot of salt plants get quite large. These guys stay quite small, so you can use them as a foreground plant, which is really cool. Something a little bit different as far as salt plants go. So it's a very, very limited stock, so you're going to have to be fast. I'm very tempted to bring one or two home myself, but I'm going to make sure that I don't, so everybody else has the opportunity to get some. I do have one at home myself already, but I wouldn't mind a couple more. So they sort of turn into little bushy, shrubby plants, which is really cool. Definitely good for in the front of your aquarium. So yeah, if you're in the market for something slightly different, definitely well and truly worth looking into. Morning, Cameron. How are you doing, buddy? Drop my thing. Don't forget, I've teased it a couple of times already, but we're doing an interview with Aotearoa Lakes, the conservation group. So that's coming up on the 25th. So it's not this Friday coming up, it's the one after. I'm really looking forward to it. They do a lot of really good work around research and conservation in the lakes around New Zealand, mainly in the North Island, but they're trying to get down to the South Island as well. So I'm really looking forward to that conversation with them. So please join us in 2 weeks' time for that. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm working on some questions for them and trying to get some information about what they're doing and how they're doing it for everybody, so we can get a bit more knowledge on what's going on around locally. And you may or may not have noticed at the checkout on our website, we have a little section that we can do tips for. So when you guys are pitching stuff, if you want to donate 5%, 10%, or 30 cents, 40 cents, whatever it happens to be, all the tips will be used as a donation to their project. And for every cent that you guys donate, I'll donate a cent as well. So you donate $5, we'll do $5. If you do 73 cents, we'll do 73 cents as well. So I believe it's a good cause. From the conversations that I've had with them, I can definitely say it's a good cause. So hopefully you guys get a bit more insight from that in a couple of weeks' time. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hi Brian, how you doing, buddy? I have been well, thank you very much. All right, so don't forget review of the week. Review of the month. If you do a Google review or a Facebook recommendation or even a review on one of the products that you've bought, we put you into the draw for a $50 The Fish Room voucher. It doesn't matter what the review is, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, as long as it's honest. And if it's something that we need to work on, that's fantastic, because that's how we grow and that's how we improve, by getting feedback. We just encourage you a little bit by chucking up a $50 voucher. My preference would be, sorry, my fan is blowing my paper everywhere. My preference would be if you could do a Google review. That helps us grow, as well as gives me things to work on. But if you want to just leave a review on a product you purchased or a Facebook review, that's fine as well. You're still in the draw for that. And the reason we've done all three of them is you can only leave one Google and one Facebook review, but if you're constantly buying stuff, then you can still constantly do reviews and can consistently go into the draw to win that voucher. So just means you've always got the opportunity to go in the draw to win that $50 voucher. So I would appreciate it if you could leave us some Google reviews and Facebook reviews and whatnot, and like I said, we'll go into that draw. So I want to quickly talk about our plant of the month and our fish of the month. This month we have got the Anubias nana plant. They're coming in very, very healthy looking. The leaves are nice and really rich green. They're a little bit small, 3 or 4 leaves each one, but they're looking really nice and really, really healthy. So they're a really good buy. Anubias nana is a great plant. It does grow pretty slow, but it grows really well on wood and on rocks and stuff like that. It's generally advised to not grow them inside the substrate. But if you choose to do that, you can, as long as you keep the rhizome, which is the bit where the roots come off and the leaves come off. So if you're imagining my finger, leaves going up, roots going down, as long as you keep that rhizome there out of the substrate, it should be okay. As soon as you bury it into the substrate, the plant itself will rot and then it'll die, and it's not such a good idea. But if you keep it above it and the roots go down, you're normally okay. Most people like to attach it to wood and rocks and stuff like that. It's a beautiful plant. If you haven't played around with Anubias nana before, it's really nice. Definitely a nice addition to most aquariums or aquascapes. And we've also got the silver tip, which is our fish of the month. It's great, full of energy, tetra. You don't get a lot of colour from them, but what you miss out on the colour, you definitely get activity and energy. I've got to leave my pen alone. A piece of paper keeps flying. Energy, they're full on action. They're really aggressive feeders, which makes them really fun to watch. And they're ridiculously responsive. You can walk up to them and move your hands around, they'll come to you and stuff like that. So they're very, very cool tetra. So you miss out a little bit of colour, but you get so much more from them. So fish of the month is the silver tip, and plant of the month is the Anubias nana. Behind me, which I know you can't see, this way, that way, we've got a small little display tank that we're setting up. So it's a little 40 by 40 cube, so 40 wide, 40 high. It's 40 deep, but it's one of the Aqua One cubes, so the back part of it is the filtration unit, so it's only 30 deep. And so we're just looking for a few ideas on what people think we should scape with it. I've got an idea in my head of what we want to do. I'm sure plenty of people can guess what it is that I'm thinking. I'm pretty transparent on the things that I like. But if you guys have got any ideas, I'm going to put a picture up of it very soon after this. So if you've got any ideas of what we could put in it, any ideas, fish, plants, scape, even style of it. I'd be really interested to know what you guys are thinking and the way your minds tick over when it comes to setting up a new aquarium. So I'm pretty happy with that. We had a stand built for it, which is also going to work as a rack for products as well. So a tank stand with some products underneath it. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's still not quite finished yet. Got to stain it, put some slate board in it to hang some products on it, but it's I'm looking forward to having another little display tank in here. Obviously, we've got Croker's Paradise. We have this other one to do, so yeah, it's kind of exciting. Better or Scarlet Baddis? Yeah, Better has crossed my mind. Scarlet Baddis also has crossed my mind. So I think you're in the right sort of area where I'm sort of thinking as well. And just before we run into ripping open the box of a couple of products, have a look what's inside of them, and quickly run through some of the products we've got on sale for the month. We've got the Tetra Goldfish Flakes. We sell quite a few of these. I don't have my own goldfish, so I can't sort of feed them out to let you know what I've thought. We've got a very small amount of goldfish in the shop at the moment, very small amount. So it's not really worth me opening up a big container for the time being. Once we get going with our goldfish operation a bit more, then I'll probably crack one of these open and give it a go. But they're easily our most popular goldfish flake, which is why we decided to put them on sale for this month. So the Tetra Goldfish Flakes are on sale this month. And another one is the Fish Science Vegetable Flakes. I'm a big fan of feeding vegetable flakes to live bearers, guppies, mollies, and whatnot. They do need a lot of greenery in their diet to make them nice and healthy. And as I said before, Fish Science is a phenomenal product. It's full of really good stuff. 16% of this is algae, and then we've got insect meal. So, these are all, and 9% of it's vegetables. So this is a really good product to be feeding your live bearers or any of the fish that enjoy a bit of greenery in their diet. Even the ones that aren't huge green feeders, you can probably feed this out once a week or something like that, just a bit of variation, and it's not going to do them any harm. It'll probably do good things for them. So yeah, we've got the Fish Science Vegetable Flakes on special as well. Right, so today I was going to crack open Algovec, but might still do that. We're going to give it a go of the CO2 test. So basically, if you're running CO2, you want your CO2 to be at a nice, healthy, safe level. You're trying to pick up a nice balance between enough CO2 for the plants to grow, not too much CO2 for your fish to die. So it is all about making that balance within the tank. So box is empty. So what these things do is essentially, they stick on the side of your aquarium. I should have pre-opened this so I knew what was going on, but I didn't. Is we suction cup in here, which is what sticks to the aquarium. Let's get my handy dandy pen. Take it out. Hole there, it goes onto there like so, and you stick that on the inside of your aquarium. So that's nice and simple. Take the color guide out. Difficult. Here we go. So we've got the color guide out. So you put your CO2 solution, which this comes with. Nice and easy. What you got there, 3 to 4 drops goes in this. So you put that inside of there, crack this open, like so. Put 3 or 4 drops into there, close it off. This, and then you stick this to the inside of your aquarium. So your aquarium water then comes up and through into here, and it fills into there, and then you get an indication color of what it is that how much CO2 you've got going in your aquarium. So if we have a look here, I'm not sure how well this is going to show up. So if it's a yellow color, you don't have quite enough CO2. If it's a blue color, you've got too much CO2. And if it's that lovely green color, you're spot on where you need to be. I can't remember off the top of my head the exact amount of CO2, or a rough amount of CO2 that it is that you need to have that real balance. What parts per million is it? It's just eluding me. So I don't want to say something that's completely wrong. But that's the basis of it there. So it's a really good little indicator test. Obviously, you don't want to gas your fish out and have them dying. So it's a really nice way to have this on the side of your aquarium. Double check it. Away you go. Sweet. Color's good. Color's bad. Need to up, need to down. Normally, once you've got your CO2 set, you don't normally have to touch it too often. So this could be a good indicator that your CO2 bottle itself has run out. But yes, this is what the Sarah CO2 test comes with. There's a few different CO2 tests on the market. This is just the one that I've got at the moment, but they all basically run the same way. Bit of liquid goes into here, and it changes the color depending on how much or how little CO2 you've got. Just a really good indicator of what it is that you're trying to achieve. And we'll just have a quick look at the back. I'll find the English, and it doesn't say the amount that you need. So I can't give you the parts per million on that. There we go. This is Sarah CO2 indicator kit. Definitely recommend it if you are playing around with CO2. well and truly worthwhile. Just gives you that very quick gauge of, yep, I've got enough. Oh no, I don't have enough. Oh no, I've got too much. If you do happen to have too much CO2 going in and your fish are acting a bit weird, quickly turn it off, chuck an air pump in there and do a water change at the same time. You're physically removing it, and then the air coming through will dissolve the CO2 a lot faster than hopefully your fish are good to go. And they're not going to be suffocated or drowned or whatever way you want to put it because there's too much CO2 in the water. I'm enjoying it. So there we go. There's the Sierra CO2 test kit. Because there's still a few people here, let's ask the question. Do you want to have a look at the Algo Vic, or should we have a look at that next week? I don't mind either way. I just happen to have it sitting here. I was going to do it, and I thought actually I want to play around with the CO2 kit. And I think that is possibly because at home I've just refilled my CO2 bottle, and I've been tinkering around with that. So it's probably why it was in my mind that I wanted to have a play around with that. So that's what we decided to do today. Don't think I've got anything else. If nobody else has any more questions or no more comments, then no one wants to have a wee look at this. We'll leave this for next week. There's no dramas there. And we'll go from there. We're going to plan, we will have the Oase canister filters on my door being opened very, very soon. So I've also ordered some of the pre-filter replacement kits as well. So fingers crossed they're going to be here very soon. We should be restocked with Zis products again very soon as well. I should be doing an order for that today or Monday. We're a bit light on them, so fingers crossed they'll turn up very soon. We should also have a Sierra product order coming in hopefully next week as well. So we'll be topped up with a few bits and pieces. Hikari should be coming in next week as well and some Fluval stuff. So we're going to plan to be a bit more stuff available on the website. Yeah, we'll getting them. They've been ordered. They're in transit. They're on the way. They're just not here yet. For some reason, I didn't think about getting their replacement pre-filters when I first did my initial order. I don't know why it didn't cross my mind, but I've had a couple of people ask me for them, so they'll be here. We're going to plan. They should be on the website pretty soon. As soon as they arrive, we'll get them up and done. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've got a lot of fish to bring forward. If you are local, it's definitely going to be one that's really worth having a look either later today or early next week because there are some phenomenal fish. They're all available on the website already with quantities of what we have in stock. So if you are looking for some new fish, definitely get amongst that. But other than that, that's pretty much me. So I hope you guys have a good one. Happy fish keeping and catch you later.